this actually is a wonderful story. I have a client that's in the both the IT staffing and project based business that they're offering to their clients, and they had a leader in place, and the leader, probably the best way to describe that leader was that the individual was very myopic, and the individual was really not keen on investing in the business unit. Unfortunately, as a result, the revenues dropped. The net income dropped. And I encouraged the family that owned that business. I encouraged them to make a leadership change at the top. Many times, we can see from the outside, hey, you want to grow this business from, this level to that level. We can go in, we assess the senior leadership team, and we can say, like, yes, this team is not going to take you to the promised land. But in this particular example of a change needed to be made, a change was made, and a new driver was introduced into the business, and the classic driver, A-type personality, makes things happen, that sort of thing. And so in that case, it was like day one, like the entire internal environment changed, and the company started back growing again and again and again. And so that's just a really clear, that's a true story, but that's a clear example of how here's a business that was not, frankly, it wasn't stagnated. It was shrinking. You swap out the key leader, and all of a sudden the business starts growing again. So then, as a result, in that case, how they think about the business is that the thinking about the business becomes less defense and more offense. Less, how do I protect what I have going? How do I protect my existing clients? And more about, hey, what's our business model? What's our value proposition? What's our ideal client profile? What's our sales methodology? What's our acquisition? What's our acquisition of new client targets? And so that all that new thinking gets flooded into the organization, and it creates all kinds of new activity. It creates activity. It creates excitement. It creates, all of a sudden, like you got salespeople recruiting other salespeople to come work for the new leader in the new organization. So it really is. It's shocking how, like, one leader, one leadership change can, like, turn a whole company around.